Let's get this set up. We gotta chop some things up here while we get rolling. Come on now. We got content. We gotta do this every time. Never gets old. Live, but you know what? I know what I'm looking for now. So that's not bad. I will take it. Certainly beats constantly not knowing what to look for. So I'll just quickly unmute. 2 seconds. Ready? Looking for now. So that's not bad. I will take it. Alright. Is there a way? I mean, I could just turn my mic up a little bit. I don't want to go too high here, though. Gain ratio, noise gate. I don't want to go too high. Let me just get back up to live. Alright. Is there a way? I mean, I could just turn my mic up a little bit. I don't want to go too high here, though. I think we're good. That seems fine to me. Let's boot up the world, see what we're up to today. I'm feeling like doing something big. Unfortunately, I didn't find... Wowza. Right, I was working on something. Working on a thumbnail for live streams and stuff. Getting my YouTube more organized. I was just doing that before I went live there. Sorry if the music's not as fun as it has been. I keep getting copyright claims on them. And I don't want headache, to be honest. I'm going to turn my render distance up a bit higher than 10. Maybe we'll do 12. How's that feeling? How's that looking? Looks good. I mean, really, we'll play around and see how it feels. Alright, after that live stream, what did I do? I got XP, and I think I just got off. And then I moved some cobblestone around later on in the day. Oh, I did this, I guess. I had like just an empty area here to the entrance of this base. So I did this like a little gravel path and a campfire. And then when you come up here, you can enter the base, or you can take the redstone door like always. Or if you go here, a couple streams ago, I had to delete the VOD because of my own mistakes. But I built this melon farm, and kind of off camera, I built the inverse pumpkin farm. And I'm gonna bring you in on a little secret. I did a way better job the second time. But you know what? That's learning as a person. Unfortunately, the way I made it better does not appear to be possible in this regard. I don't think it is. It totally is, actually, now that I think of it. Let's quickly spend a second making that better. I need just a redstone repeater and some sort of block. Sorry, base salt, you're being used. Just gonna swing on over here real quick. It appears if I do this, go up, go to you. So let's see here. I need the bottom piston to break ever so slightly before the top ones, because what's happening, so the way this functions is this guy detects when the melon is grown, and then it pushes this whole row of grass blocks is on some pistons, and it will push up, right, and break the melon. But then there's a back row here that is delayed ever so slightly, and it will push forward, which then when the melons are dropped, it'll push those melons into the hoppers. Hopefully. Doesn't always work, but I will take those minor losses for the sake of automation. I feel like that's totally fine. They're not super mega farms because you know what? I just don't need that much. I'm just a boy. I'm just a one boy show here. And I don't think I have much melon work in my near future. So that's fine. And yeah, they're basically kind of inspired by these. These are a little different. Yeah, there's a little bit of losses, but it is what it is. And whoa, what do I have here? I genuinely don't remember. Oh, goat horns, right. So at some point I gotta get beacons, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I want to build something, and I want to build something big. Maybe I will do a sheep farm of sorts, because my sheep farm is pretty lackluster, and it is currently 2:12 p.m. I have a little bit of time today, a little bit of extra time. I got out of school quite a bit earlier than normal, and I think I want to spend it all doing the live stream, and then tonight I will edit up some sort of short. The recaps seem to be doing pretty well, to be honest. Pretty happy with them. So if you're watching them and you are watching the VOD back of this, you're kind of the best ever, I think. That's pretty cool. You're making certainly making my dreams come true a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. You know, get a bit of wheat since we're doing sheep farm, and as far as I know, they haven't changed what sheep eat. To be honest, I think pigs have changed. I'm a bit of a boomer. It's been a minute. In doing this sheep farm, I want to take a brief pause before getting into building. I want to take a look at these new copper blocks, because I got a lot of copper, and I do kind of like the oxidization, and maybe that's just my field of work. They you know, I get to see that kind of oxidization in wires and stuff, and you know, it's kind of cool, kind of vintage looking at the green, and I don't know, it's kind of a little bit of patina in a way, you know. It's not always that bad, and I do kind of like that element of it, you know, weathered machinery. That, and I don't know, there is a bit of dark humor in it, but I think it would be kind of funny to make the sheep farm more of a machine, even if it's not automated, but make it like a really depressing factory, I guess, in a way. You know, and as time goes on, this farm exists, it will just like decay, especially because it's like, I'm gonna replace my sheep farm. So my current sheep farm now is like in the back corner that never really gets touched, and I think it'd be funny to kind of keep it that way in a way. At some point I need to venture into figuring out how to get the other dimensions working again, because I did transfer this world over, and now for some reason my end and my nether, though I do have the separate files, I don't know what to do with them to kind of stitch them all back up in a way. Maybe it's something super obvious, but I just haven't done it yet. And I gotta take a look-see at that so I can get my end farm back. Because the thing with the end farm is I need more end rods. I'm like, I got a limited amount of end rods, and I really do not want to go fight the end dragon again to try to see. The conflicting part is I got a really nice end dimension farm as well. It's not even so much beating the dragon. It's more or less I don't want to build that farm again when I had one that worked fantastically. And was literally, I haven't died yet since I've transferred the world. I'm level 68. I'll never get level 68 again without that thing, because that thing gave XP like no tomorrow. You know, I'm just kind of waiting for the day I do die and lose all that. Luckily it's not hardcore. I'm gonna be honest, I get a little too attached to the worlds to be risking that sort of thing. I'm not about that life, I'm sorry. I would have way too much fear. Once the ball gets rolling, I'd probably never use an elytra. You know, I'd have totems of undying constantly, and I'm not about that stress, you know. I'm okay with losing a few items, as much as it would be super annoying to lose some of this gear. I would much rather live with that. I am in, yeah. I'm just happy doing my thing here. That's the beauty of Minecraft. You don't have to, you do what you want to do. That's what makes it such a sweet game. I like building, I like being creative in a way, but I don't really want to do creative. I'll run out of ideas, you know. I find survival is a good balance of, you know, getting things, you know, you got chores in a way, and the things you build are often kind of things that you could improve the world with, you know. You're not building a house, and you can, like in creative, I find when I'm building a thing, like building something in creative, I'm like, what is this even for, you know, like this is just some world, you know, this is just an empty building that looks cool on the outside, but, or I could fill it on the inside and spend the time to do that, but since it's creative, like I'll throw a crafting table in. What am I going to need a crafting table for, in a way? And that's where I kind of start losing attention to creative. Whereas in survival, right now, like I want a new sheep farm. So let's build a sheep farm so that I can shear sheep and get wool at relative ease. You know what I'm saying. I'm overcomplicating everything, as I always do. Yeah. I like survival. Other than sleeping, but who likes sleep? So, yeah, I got a few conflicting thoughts about this. I haven't thought about it too hard, but that's kind of how I roll. I like to go into these sort of things blind. So let's kind of ponder for a minute as a community. I was really hoping I could just glide, but I'm not getting any speed. So here's the thing. I do not want to build around so many sheep, so I don't think I need that many sheep. As long as I have a relatively strong amount of sheep in the crowd, I shouldn't have to worry too badly about getting populace back. So I think step one is to kill all but the white sheep, because that's just, they're dieable. And they're also just in a really good spot where I can just break the fence and lure them into another fenced in area off to the side. So that's probably step one. Maybe I'll even stair step them up and put them up there for now, because this is just a big flatland not being used. Nice part about end rods is I've spammed them absolutely everywhere, so I can switch those out for something else. Yeah, so I'll build a pen up here, I guess, to start. And while that's happening, I'm gonna kind of keep commentary up and try to think in the background of what else to do. So we got a ton of bamboo fence, so that's pretty sweet. I need blocks of sorts as well. I might do netherrack just because it's super quick and easy to break. Could do dirt as well, but netherrack's there and dirt's up in the new spot. Might as well just use netherrack. Okay, so I'm just gonna, it's all temporary fencing, okay? Don't come at me. I hope this is enough. What am I doing? What am I doing? Very jazzy lo-fi here. Once get that done. I need to get some netherrack happening. Boom, 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 boom. Is this like shiny stuff? Dude, this is, feels like I'm placing flesh. Don't like it, but it is what it is. Boom. Oh, I didn't build enough. Do that, man. Yeah. We're getting there. Do one of these and then there's no shot they are escaping you. That's crazy to me that they are casting shadows from that far away and I'm not just lagging to no end. I like it. I love it, but it still blows my mind. Look at that. Looks like I already used bamboo fence. Cool beans. And I left the wheat over there for who knows why. I'll take those. I'll take the copper too, actually. Damn this. I got a lot of copper on the go. I should probably keep up on smelting too, honestly. I've been lacking. It's good XP. Whoops. Booyah! Let's go. Alright. Put the coal away in there for now. Not get too carried away. I gotta keep some in bars now. That's kind of new. Building blocks out of them now. Like that's other than just copper blocks. That's all I knew copper for. I hoped there would be a day. Cool to get to see that day. Hey, look, I'm level 69. Funny meme. Funny meme. Gonna break that. Come on, critters. Look at that. Really reeling them in now. Not bad. Not bad at all. You guys bear with me. I gotta get the populace. Come on, my peeps. My sheeps, my peeps. What is that guy's name? Hargus. Isn't that a Skyrim character? I don't remember where Hargus comes from. I should, but I don't. Alright, peeps. Peeps and sheeps. Y'all interested? Come with me if you want to live. Like, literally. I'm sorry, but there might be a little bit of a population control in effect shortly here. So seriously, it's greatly in your interest to come this way. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry guys, you missed the cutoff. I'm sure I could rebuild with that. Sorry guys. This is brutal. So we gotta think of some standalone ideas here while we control the population. What's gonna make this farm pop, you know? Because like there's the old rainbow method, right? Because I obviously I want to dye the sheep, right? Like that's kind of the goal, you know, so that when you shear the sheep, it's a certain color. You can just go to the section you need, shear the said sheep. Now, in doing that, though, I need, you know... I just feel like doing a rainbow field is played out. I want a... Sorry, Hargus. You didn't make the cut. I don't know what to tell you. I want maybe a central hub, right? For all the wool, for storage. Storage is always a super important factor. So that's kind of a given. I might have to make some notes here. Take a little note session here at some point once I get this population under control. Once the field's clear for me to do my thing. Sorry, my commentary is getting a little lackluster because I'm getting a little locked in on the task at hand. I don't think it needs to be that deep, but you know, I'm thinking color schemes. You know, I'm thinking general idea. When I was getting the wool or the wheat, I was thinking maybe a kind of depreciating warehouse of sorts. Isn't necessarily a bad idea. Do I do the whole thing inside? Do I do some outside? Are we trying to be cruelty free to some virtual sheep? Part of me feels like that's more I don't know. It's a tough one. All I know is I want a central hub for storage. Man, I hate to say it, but I might be Googling some sheep farm here in a second and just thinking of what people did. I'm not sure if I want like the super fruitful, like vibrant colors. Not that there's really anything wrong with it, it's just not what I want to do on this world. One thing I can tell you though is I got mutton for days now. So that's kind of cool. I got like virtually endless food in this. I need a mathematician to come someday and break down how long on average it would take for me to eat all the food that currently exists in this world, because there's way too much, I think. That's okay. Central hub. And then probably gonna have to Google something. Speaking of food, I need to eat. Let's go. Let's sleep and ponder a little more. I gotta do something about the cow farm too. That's a Little bit of a sitch. Little bit of a sitch. I gotta do more, right? Because like my chicken farm, I did something here. To at least make it. Oh, there's creepers. I cannot afford to ruin my base. But yeah, the chicken farm, I built something that has use to it. Hey, hearts in the chat. Come on, thank you. Yeah, I got a ton of mutton. Let's put that away real quick. But right now, cows are just in some fence, which is not following the vibe that I'm looking for. Know what I mean? Pop down here. I think meat's gonna go here, so put you away. That's a lot of mutton. Jeez. I need more rockets. I need to make more rockets too. Goodness, I'm gonna been meaning to AFK at the farm here, but just ain't happening. All right, day 2 of the slaughter. I'll start repopulating up top too. Actually, you know what? Like the sooner I get proactive on that, the better. Although I imagine this isn't exactly gonna happen quick. Now another obstacle is sheep need to eat the grass block to get wool. So I guess doing a factory isn't gonna work nearly as good as like I'm gonna constantly have to make sure grass is supplied, which I mean there are tricks and it's not like they need sunlight, but I really want that nasty factory vibe. If I even decide to do that. I gotta look at these copper lamps too. That's something that is greatly on my mind, but really gotta take this one step at a time or I will get nothing done. I'll kill like, 6 or 7 sheep and then go build a copper lamp somewhere, and that just ain't gonna work. So let's focus on one problem, one task. That's all we need. Killing sheep is that task. Look at all the grass they're eating up. It's kind of what's reminding me is now I'm seeing a lot of broken up grass, and if I build this to the scale that I have in my head, I'm gonna be hard pressed for land, right? How am I supposed to cover a significant amount of every color on this much grass? Gosh. Hopefully I'm not in over my head on this. Maybe I need to build a flower farm and just dye everything after the fact. Have white sheep. Can you even... Because you can't dye wool, right? Wool. If you spell it right, maybe that would help too. How long is this world? Like, how long have I been... Like, when did you start? Oh. I started years ago, but then I stopped playing for a while. Start statistics. I don't know if a start date's on it, but I have 12 days put into it, like, worth of hours I spent on the world. Also, welcome to the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Time with world open, 12.11 days. Now there is a bit of AFK time put into this. So that's kinda has to be accounted for. Yeah. I got a few farms and stuff that do kind of buff the stats a little bit, leaving it overnight and coming back. I had a drown farm because I have the worst luck trying to get a trident. That took unbelievably long, so that did kind of hurt things. I spent a few days out here. I guess if you're over a body of water, the drown could spawn. Way up there, holy, I almost flew right past it because I wasn't looking high enough. this guy up here. He did cost me a bit of time. And I jumped to the wrong side. Let's go. Yeah, it just funnels down. I did eventually get tridents though, so that's good. A little bit of good news there. Some copper. I even got a bed. And yeah, I built a little button to auto do the work. So yeah, that did certainly take some time away. And then I got iron farms and all that too. So that certainly started adding up. But yeah, it's a pretty cool base. I feel like there's a curve to playing Minecraft where you either play and get bored, or you play. All that for a trident though seems excessive. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I was hunting in oceans and stuff, and I felt like I was spending hours doing that, and like only getting a couple drowned. Sheep farm is industrial size. Enough food for a small server. Yeah, I got carried away with the food thing too. That there's a lot of food to be had on this server that does not need to exist. Like this wheat farm, the amount of bread I can make off of this wheat farm, like that's from like a little bit of gathering here. This alone, it doesn't even seem that big until you really get into it, and then you fill the barrel with seeds every time. Yeah, I got that mob farm up there as well that took a bit of time away from me. This guy right here is pretty cool. He's a little iron farm. He's been working passively, getting me iron. It's nice to never run out, and also never mine. One thing that took actual hours that's been really eating away at the server and total nonsense is this guy right here. I want to keep all the blocks and stuff so it really starts to... I guess we're dead. Luckily it's not hardcore. I don't play hardcore. Whatever. I haven't died in a while. I feel like I've done that stunt a million times and never died, but whatever. We're dying. Now that I've done pretty much everything, to be honest, yeah, well, yeah, I'm mining. So I mined out a chunk already. That's this tower here. The tower goes to the build limit, but the inside goes down to bedrock. And then this one on this side, I'm just building. It's a 2x2 chunk, so 4 chunks all at once. Because I kind of had a cool idea in mind, and then when I dug out the chunk, it didn't work. Really? I only get 7 levels back? Terrible refund. 1. Ooh, don't you dare! Oh, buddy. And yeah, I was hand mining it because I wanted the blocks and stuff. Which is kind of starting to create its own problems. But yeah, if I go into my statistics, items, times mined, yeah, I broke 148,000 stone. And my poor pickaxe, times used 267,000 blocks. So my plan though, was I was trying to think of a cool idea for like a base, and I ended up building much bigger base. But I want to build things into all the walls, right? And I like building bases that you use your elytra on, because that's really all you do in late game, is you use your elytra. So what ended up happening in my tower is I dug a chunk, but like the elytra is way too fast to be handling in here. Like you can't. It's just so hard to navigate when it's only 16 blocks, right? So I built this little village and have kind of villagers in the walls. I built this for my mending villager, but he keeps despawning in here, so I just, whatever, gave up on him. But yeah, it's just way too hard to navigate such a small space. So this kind of idea didn't end up working that well. So now it's just a tower. It goes all the way to the top. Is that my shader? Oh, that is my shader. I never noticed that. The nether portal. The sunlight's casting through it. Neat. So yeah, I figured if I do 2x2 chunks, it'll be 32 blocks wide in either direction. Makes it a little easier to navigate, which in theory is certainly true because, you know, I can fly in here at decent speeds. Other than apparently flying into the ground. Thank you, man. I will admit, this was a server at one point. This base is my base on it. But it does explain the, there are a few things about this world. I have quite a few buildings, like just out in the middle of nowhere. A bunch of friends did their own bases. I'll fly to the other one because I think it's really cool. That is my base though, however. I did have the most time spent on the server. I got a little carried away on it. I think that was 2022. This is my buddy's world. So it was just like a private server with some friends on a Discord, and I was paying like $5-10 a month for everyone to be able to access it, because I just went the pay route, so I didn't have to host it myself and make sure it's up constantly. And it was really fun, but after like 3 months, there was like a couple week stretch where literally I'm the only one ever playing on it, because you know people do get bored of it, and I feel like I played it so hard that I couldn't get bored of it. So then it was like I'm paying monthly to have a multiplayer single player game, you know? So, but now I get all their houses. I figured I won't touch them in case I ever do go live again, to you know, make it a server again. Although I did just collect his eggs. I'm just gonna throw them in his chest so I don't need them. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, no, you know, you're going in there. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I like his little base there. I mean, it's a pretty big base, but mine got a little carried away. I ended up chiseling out a mountain on mine, made it really elytra friendly, and now I'm never looking back. That's how I swear by elytra bases now. Yeah, no, I got pretty lucky, and I think that's what really made it stick. Is most servers are like that, right? After a little bit, your stuff gets stolen, and I think I just had the friend group I had when I started the server just ended up being pretty good. Everyone kind of did their own thing, and I wish I could get like a dynamic map of this, because it's pretty cool. There's one base I was just at over just past the tower. There's another base like right there. There's a big base kind of just over there. There's a little base that from people that are at the start. It made it a really cool world. There's just so much happening in it that even if you're not at my base, there's other things. Although the new biome's coming out. Like I tried to get pale wood 2 days ago and flew out 30,000 blocks and couldn't find it. I think it's a lot of it's pre-generated now, and certainly going to make more challenges. When I transferred it over to a single player world though, I lost my end and my nether. So I don't have my nether hub to travel either. So we got projects to do. Maybe that's why I still have lots to do. But yeah, right now I'm focusing on the sheep industry and the less developed parts of my base. Fill these walls. Get rid of all these cows as well, and then clear all this up. I might need to look for some inspiration here. Boom, boom, boom. Sheeps are clear. I even need. I don't need that many sheep. That's kind of part A of this situation. Is I never come back here, but I also just don't like that, you know, when I'm up, this is my little AFK spot. I can go up here and not be bothered by mobs, you know, and it is a cool spot. You can hang out up here and take a look at everything. That needs completed. I never finished that. But when you look over in this direction, this direction's just a mess, right? Like, this is one of my buddy's houses that he started when we first booted up the server. Is like total chaos. And you know what, like, for the sake of the history, I'm gonna leave it. It's fine, it's good, whatever. You know, I think it certainly sticks out like a sore thumb, but I will draw my limits to the random. Yeah, I got a video up on my channel just where I added that. I'm gonna throw that, I don't need it. But yeah, I do have a McDonald's because I've been working on means of storage, which actually I can put this guy away. So and my McDonald's here, this is where I keep my food. You know, it's a big landmark. You know, if anyone ever were to join this world, you know, where's the food? Maybe the McDonald's. So yeah, but there is a secret button to get down here. That is, I mean, it's not that secret, but this is where I keep all my food. I've been just slowly chipping away. I have invisible item frames on right now, so there's item frames on here. So as I get a food, I can just add it to the mix. I just made a melon farm now, so lots to work on, but yeah. I don't have like a perfect building theme per se. Yeah, well, the world spawns like right up here too, so like if there ever was a scenario, I think it's literally these stone blocks is where I spawned. That was a sweet snag. I think this is right where I spawned. So first thing, someone's gonna see a tower, right? Huge tower. This thing goes up to the build limit. You know, they might run in this direction. Once they get here, they kind of see what's happening, right? And if they're hungry, McDonald's is right there. You can see it from spawn. I don't even have a terribly high render distance. 12 chunks. I guess it's kind of, but this is a token of late game stuff too. My nice little tree of ancient debris. Just kind of keep that there. A little bit of too much mining. Alright, I'm gonna start clearing this mess up. Still haven't exactly thought about my design. It's a weird time for storage on this world because I got a million different storage rooms, but it is getting difficult because I just have so many items, right? Like there's so many different things now. Kind of as the world gets bigger, you kind of have to start thinking about it. Yeah, I was thinking of changing the leaves to emerald blocks, but then it kind of hides the other ancient debris. I don't know. I might, or I could eventually maybe venture out and get like a lot more ancient debris. Make like a big old tree somewhere. I don't think I have the patience for something too big, but you know, I'm not making a jungle tree out of it, but I might do something. Be a cool center point. I do have my big old beacon as well. I feel like that's really why I'm not bored of this yet, is because I have so many goals for the world that I haven't fulfilled. Set a lot of plans and then go from there. Kind of wish I didn't build so many fences now. Wish I never did this sheep farm in the first place. There was a time where this world was not anticipated to be anything big. It looks like something blew up here at one point too. that sucks. I guess I should probably leave these for when I get the sheet back down. Now my end's gone, so I gotta get end rods at some point, but I've been putting it off. I just steal them from the base. I could steal them from someone else's base, I guess. They won't know. $33. Yeah, I was incredibly wasteful with end rods though, so. This is my mess chest. Alright, I like it. Yeah, I gotta take a look at these new copper blocks too. I did not look at a single patch note for this. I was just building in creative once and saw these pale oak blocks. I didn't even realize I updated the game, to be honest. I started playing like December. I have no idea at what point. Probably when I put the mods in, I guess. But yeah, I got a little sidetracked and was just trying to craft copper blocks and came across copper lamps, copper doors, copper pressure plates, I think, trapdoors, something. So I gotta take a look at those in a minute here, because I got an unbelievable amount of copper. It just happens when you're mining chunks. You come across a thing or two. Holy, this is a mess. Fix my wall too. I guess I dug out this hill, so is this even... Okay, it makes sense on the other side, as long as it makes sense on the other side. This was once some very not flat land. I think there's even a river in here at once. At like one point. Or like at least a little pond. But now it's just the one main river that comes in. Alright. Finally. I can start freed planning. I guess that's... I'm gonna take a look at these copper blocks real quick, see if it's even something I want to use. You know what? I probably don't even have the right version of this texture pack. So these might just be super ugly. Okay, well you can hand open them. They're not that bad. I'll change the texture pack anyways when the time comes. What are these lamps all about though? Copper lamp. Great. Trap doors, what do you look like? Okay. Hand opening was key. That's pretty sweet. Copper. What do I need? I need blocks, and for the lamps, I need blaze rods and nether. And redstone? Was I paying attention? Yeah. I might not end up going with it. I don't know, I kinda like the the weathering of it. I think it would be kinda cool if it started weathering. Although if it started weathering too much, it might just start looking annoying. So copper. Bulb, it's just a bulb. I didn't grab blocks. As long as I stick to a color scheme that looks good green, as well as do they need to be redstone activated? Because that might be not necessarily a problem, I guess. They do, but they look cool. I might do some reconstructing here of the base, put up some night lights at some point, because I think that's pretty cool. Oh, okay. So once they get redstone, they stay on? That's kind of... Is it like a... Oh, okay. Like a momentary contact of sorts. Are they... Whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? I like them. I like them a lot. I think that's kind of interesting. They got a red dot in them to tell you if they're powered. It goes away if it's gone. That I don't understand. You can have them... Yeah, I don't know. I should really crap a button or something. I got a button right there. Well, it's a pretty simple concept. I just find it weird that they have it off but powered mode. Yeah, looks like any redstone signal of sorts will fire it up. That's good to know. I do want to build with those. I believe they do oxidize as well. I do have wax. I also have a bee farm, I guess, but I don't know the first thing about bees anymore. I just played with them to get some wax and then kind of forgot everything I know. Do I just, I think I can smoke them out, right? Or I just feel like if I right click, they're just gonna hunt me down through the base, so I don't want to do that. So I gotta remember what to do to not make enemies. Or just leave them. Let them chill. Oxidization is pretty cool too. Takes forever to do though. Like this base here, I don't even know how long it took for this to change. It was a long time. I got a lot of people reaching out to me right now. Beehives are complicated. I remember them being complicated. It was, I set them up, got a bit of wax from them, and never touched them again. I died to a bee once in my server. Friends made fun of me. Dude, they're no joke though. And in this scenario, I'm not sure if I would ever make it out alive. There's a number of bees in this setup. You just hear them. They yell at you. You get too close. Okay. Let's you know what? I got a lot of black wool. Is there a tool for breaking wool better? Is shears finally a thing? Like, can you do that, or is that still just like the mod? One mod that I vaguely know of. Maybe I'll just use cobble. Oh, cobble's that's slow too. Netherrack. I have netherrack for this specific reason. I want storage in the middle. Do I do like something huge storage wise? Like I know that's not huge, but I don't have all the room in the world. First things first, this has got to be an odd number if I'm gonna do this. Boom. Come out like 1, 2, 3. That's 4. That's 5. I'm just kind of getting a shape idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this odd? I didn't even check. I just placed blocks. Go 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Boom. It's even. Don't like that. Odd numbers. We gotta do odd numbers. Odd numbers. Let's do your center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. back and look at it. Alright, so we can go way bigger scale than that. 6, 7, 8. Maybe? Do 8? Let's do 11. 9, 10, 11. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How's that looking? Is my storage room? I'm really freestyling this right now. I cannot express that enough. Thinking like a rectangular building in the middle. Because I don't need. Well, that's not really gonna leave a lot of storage if I really come down to like double chest, double chest. Double chest, double chest, doorway, doorway, double chest, double chest, boom, boom. Put them sideways, but I think that's more in line with what I'm trying to do. Do like a little entrance, kind of little entrance. So I'm just pre-plotting. It's all happening up here. I'm trying to vocalize as much as I can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do another. Try and make this some like weird abstract shape, but as long as it's symmetrical, it'll look alright, I think. Something like that. I don't know. That might be cool. Totally freestyled that. There's no shot I'm recreating that properly. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Got it? Perfect. Why not, right? 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Not looking right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, other 3. 3, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I made it worse. Are we sure? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Silly me. Silly me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. I was actually incredibly close too. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. They do 3, 3. 2, 1, 2, 1. Man, this is okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 3. It's starting to look like a pirate ship. No, it's certainly getting ship-like. It is, isn't it? Give me a sec. Let me ponder this. The problem is I'm seeing 4 sections. It is a single player world. It's looking like a football or certainly boat-like. Yeah, this might even be a better vantage point. Might be a little far, but that's pretty far. Or I could do like a ranch, I guess. Do like a big kind of entryway. Terraform this edge out. and then it would give me a big flat land, and I could do like a big laneway kind of style into a nice building. And then it's getting less round and funky, because round is the devil to me. Same with angled buildings. I don't know how people do angled buildings. It hurts my brain. I cannot stress how little thought has went into this from the word go. Maybe I'm losing some creativity and getting rid of the roundness, but at least, I don't know. I'm just a little worried that that setup I had there is not exactly gonna hold the amount of sheep I'm looking for. Not that I'm looking for the monolith massive sheep farm, but like the one I had to was super overkill, but there's no building or anything. There's a couple chests to the side. Oh, I can't terraform that because it's a whole beacon under there. I'll leave it, it's fine. But I can actually lift this up a bit and use it a bit more than what it's currently being used for. Goodness, I'm gonna need a quick bathroom break in a second here. I'm trying my best to ignore it, but I'm gonna go bother Vern up here real quick. 2 seconds. Second optic screen. Enjoy Vern. 2 seconds. Goodness me. I'm in school mode now. I'm used to being constantly dehydrated, not sitting at a desk and drinking monsters and whatnot. Anyways, ranch style. Need a lot of grass though, so I gotta go to the place of dirt. Oh, you know what? How long do I plan on streaming? 3:10, probably like another hour. I got a wife and kids who are, or kid who will be home a bit later, so I gotta be prepped and ready for when they get home. A bunch of grass and a bunch of dirt. I just like streaming because it's I mean, to be honest, you're the first chatter, so that's pretty cool. Pretty hyped about that. But also, just it is nice to get like a big VOD on the channel as well. Have some long form content as well as I mostly do a shorts on here, just because they perform really well. But yeah, I plan on streaming for probably I'd say an hour. Do I play guitar? Yeah, I do. I recently ran into some unfortunate events, though. I don't know if this is gonna come through on camera properly, But my daughter snapped my main guitar, which is incredibly painful for me. I don't know if that's coming through at all, but I gotta get that fixed. Unfortunately, I have a little capo to try to hold it together. It's not doing the trick. My room's a mess right now. I just bought this house and I got a lot of renovations, but yeah, I do have quite a few guitars. I'm gonna have to reposition that. Now I'm way lower. Hey, sweet, thank you, man. I'm pretty limited on what I can do with my time, I guess. I do have a fair bit of time at the end of the day. But yeah, it's really hard to... It seems that YouTube wants you to make daily videos, and I'm an electrician by day, or I'm in school right now to do it, but it does not exactly leave an insane amount of time or energy at the end of the day to make videos. So the shorts seem to work out pretty good. A lot easier to make a video that's around a minute long than it is to make a video that's put your heart and soul in for 6 months full time. So shorts seem to work out pretty good. But yeah, I do make music. I have for quite a while. I made those lame songs on my channel. I built this channel just to throw things on, kind of just slap things. I don't try to cross promote or anything, because to be honest, the audience overlap is not at all there. My music is not really Minecraft audience oriented, and that's fine. Like I don't intend on overlapping the audiences, so I don't try to, you know, I'm not one of those people. I don't even like advertising. I upload music in all sorts of places. Yeah, I have distributors and stuff, so Spotify and all that, but they're not at all what I think people would expect from someone who makes Minecraft videos. It's a lot of hip-hop and whatnot. Not exactly great language. Ooh, cherry saplings, beetroot, blue dye, blue ice. I think I already have a lot of cherry saplings. I do have 2 Spotifys, and one of them is certainly, although the music's way older and not something I personally enjoy anymore. But yeah, they're out there. I guess my one Minecraft song on my channel is kind of more in line with what I make. I haven't made music in a little bit though. Ever since I bought the new house in October, I just really haven't built this room into a studio. It's more a place for my computer. I've been a little too busy with all the other projects around the house. I can pull it up. Not the died, although it's probably not great to, oh my gosh. My Opera GX is hurting. Spotify. Staying nameless. This is good old me. I was listening to the Killers last. Some of them are okay, and some of them need work. That's just kind of progression though, in a way. Here, I can even 6 monthly listeners. I haven't uploaded in a while, so it's just slowly kind of fading. Here, I can even post it in here. If you want to check it out, by all means, have at her. Pretty much all the songs have explicit tags on them, if not all of them. And then my older Spotify, which I don't use anymore, so I'm not even sure why I would advertise it. It's more poppy, kinda. I guess I own the copyright, so I can't really get in trouble. But like, holy, that's crippling.
With nail. I am not
That's not me. This is me. It's super reverby and not. I don't know. When I look back, this is more family friendly songs, but they're older, and in that I just don't vouch for them nearly as much as I vouch for these ones. But I don't think playing them on my stream is necessarily good for my channel's health in a way. That's just that. Really, if anything, if you like rap, High Life Freestyle is probably the only real good one. Well, Suffocating. I do vouch by Suffocating. I was listening to it the other day, and I was like, you know what, this one's pretty good too. I guess technically I vouch for all of them, but if I were to really try to throw the songs down someone's throat, that would be the two that I would go for immediately. Low-key fire. Thank you. Hopefully you started with High Life. I need Deep Slate. That's the wrong place. Polished. Maybe I break it up. Deep Slate bricks. We'll do Deep Slate bricks. I did indeed start with High Life. Thank you. That's like my one request. It hurts. Like I made that song beat and all in like 20 minutes, if that. 30 minutes maybe total for like the entire thing, writing and all that. And it seems to, even in my own opinion, nice, it is good. Well, there you go. In my own opinion, even like that's my best work, but it just was so off the cuff that for some reason I never really seemed to be able to top it, even though it was so, yeah, I don't know. It just really flew out. I was in a Discord call with my friends, and I was like, I'm just gonna make something. I slapped that together so fast. Doesn't even sound like my other music either. That's like the worst part. It's not even, you know, like I did something completely different, and it made that for some reason. Ooh, you know what? Those dark oak planks. Do I have saplings? Or do I need to buy those? Thank you. And it even kind of, not that it's like boom millions of streams, but like compared to all my other ones, it was pretty obvious which one was the best, just by like the. It's funny how the streams will, you know, if you make a song decent enough, someone it gets spotted. Thank you. I haven't made music in a little bit, but yeah, I've been trying to get back into it. It's one of those things you really should not take breaks from, or else you kind of lose where you were. Oh yeah. Yeah, I battle back and forth. Really, I just would love to have a job doing something that I enjoy, whether it's YouTube or music. I think that's what really happens. I keep going through these seasons of one or the other, but yeah, I don't think I'll ever stop making music. I'm in a bit of a lull right now. Every time I get back into it, I feel lost as to what I'm trying to make. It's confusing. It just happens. Can't force it. Apparently, because my best song was so off the cuff. Dream job? Probably just YouTube or music, man. I think those would be it. Those would be the ultimate dream for me. I really like making videos. I just like creating things. That's why I like Minecraft so much. I just like making things. I do really like my job though. I am, like I said, I'm an electrical apprentice right now. Like just finished school today and raced here to stream, but I work for an amazing company that takes good care of me. And at the end of the day, I do all right, especially for the younger generation. It's not exactly easy to, you know, things are very expensive, and this job allows me to get things, so I cannot complain. Hence my newest video that I was, I guess, kind of complaining about, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. No, I would say my dream job's YouTube or, you know, making music. But if I don't achieve those, then probably stick to what I'm doing. Pretty content. Okay, I can't necessarily complain. So you're the center, right? That's what it looks like. So I want to do gravel. You're supposed to be just a storage house, so I don't know how grand I should make you, but can't decide what style I want to build either. Whether I do something daunting, something a little spooky, or just do a cool cute little ranch house. Look at this dude getting wrecked out here. What is happening? Stop the violence, guys. I got you. Oh, they're fighting each other now. Well, that's their own battle, I guess. I don't know. I'm not getting involved in that. I will lose that fight. Okay. I want to build you upwards. Maybe I'll do like wings. Oh, it's haste. I'm like, what are these bubbles, dude? It's my base. I feel like I should know that by now, but I guess I don't. Boom. Do that. How's that look from the front? Is that just gonna look silly? Yeah, that should be fine. I can't have it too big, or else it'll just take away from the sheep. But if I do it too small, then it's not gonna look awesome either. Why the name Pea Gravel? Oh, I mean, you're gonna hate this. So the channel did a little better than I anticipated, to be honest. It's not that it's like blowing up and I should quit my job tomorrow, but this channel is just an experiment. I have another channel that I tried for a while on, and so I uploaded a video. I spent like a couple hours making it, and then I uploaded it, and it got like, jeez, I don't even know right now. It's probably at like 7 views. And that kind of got me thinking of like, what is the proper balance between spending time on something, you know, and it's complicated. I don't necessarily need the views because I don't need the job, but when I make videos, obviously there's a part where you want someone to watch it, or else like, and so I made this channel because what was happening on my other channel is that I would make I'd be scared to upload something that if it just didn't fit the profile, you know. And so I made Pea Gravel, this channel, to not be scared. I could just upload anything and be kind of careless about it, as long as I kind of keep that YouTube style like that. You know, obviously they want family friendly, and that's fine. And I'm starting a family. I'm trying to be family friendly too, just for my own sake. But yeah, Pea Gravel. I named it that because I was working around the house and I just bought a bag of pea gravel that day, and it was like I made the channel like a little bit after coming home from that, and I was like, all right, I'm just, because it's a careless experiment, I'm just gonna slap a name on it. Now I didn't end up passing my other channel or anything. I just I feel like YouTube seems to reward constant uploads and whatnot, and I'm already doing the consistent uploads here, and I'm not exactly super far behind my main channel anyways, so I kind of abandoned it in a way. I do use it to comment on here a little bit, just because I find it's all experiments, right? It's all trying to figure out what the algorithm wants. Yeah, I tried finding your channel. It's all pea gravel content. It takes time, right? Once you get literally pea gravel, yeah, I know. My other channel is called Lumberjack, so you can imagine I'm familiar with the problem. And it is what it is. Once you get to a certain size, none of that even matters in a way. And you know, like when I was a kid, I made, well, you don't see it above my head, my Minecraft, and there's Signius, and I thought if I had a name like that when people search Signius, I'm gonna pop up because I'm the only one with that name, and I really stuck to that for pretty long. And then one day it dawned on me, who's gonna search up Signius? Like, I don't know. You know, like, no one's gonna stumble across me and be my biggest fan, you know. It's just such a weird phrase that, like, it's not even a phrase, it's not even a real word or anything. It's just, you know. So that's kind of what I operate on now. But yeah, my Lumberjack channel, I upload every now, or comment every now and then on this, just to see if I can get the algorithm to pick it up a bit better, like a short. And if you click on the profile, there's like so much proof that it's me that it's like not even funny. So it's kind of cringy actually, now that I think of it, but whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, this whole channel was really just an experiment, and I uploaded a short like 2 weeks in that ended up getting like 10,000 views in a very short period of time. And ever since then, I've been trying to see what I did to make that happen, because it really wasn't that high. Like, I didn't try that hard, and it certainly gets the job done. It is a name, and it works. But yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what makes a video pop quite yet. To be honest, this experiment's not exactly teaching me as much as I hoped. I'm not gonna stop. Like, I'm not gonna give up. But I was really hoping that something would click and I'd be like, oh, okay. Because YouTube's really interestingly complex. I've noticed I've always, like, me and even all my friends and whatnot, I have my friend groups. Fair shorts are a good way to help grow content. Goodness me, are they ever. Like, I can, if we're getting into it. Yes, timing is also a huge thing, but getting yourself to stand out is crazy hard when you do not have, oh, look at that, I just exposed my name. I think it's everywhere though. Hey, look, I'm live. Getting your name out there is really hard. That's the wrong button. what am I doing? Over here. And luckily on this channel, I got pretty lucky a few times. But it's incredibly hard. And then on this channel, I got so diverse that it just wasn't working for me. Like, I could get a lot of views on this, but I spent hours and hours making that video, but I spent a few minutes making this one, and it did better. And then I come down here, like this one has 16 views. I spent quite a long time making it just for it to not do anything. And then that's what really sparked it all for me, I guess. Was that I just straight up did not... I couldn't figure out why I was working so hard on some things and it doesn't work, and then I could make slop in another way, and YouTube just says, you know what, I'm going to show this to a lot of people, and I was hoping I would figure out the balance. I feel like I'm talking in a circle now. But, like, you can't necessarily say it's luck in a way. Like, you can and you can't. Like, there's a lot of proof out there that, you know, people have mentored other people. Like, you know, YouTubers are able to create YouTubers. And so it's weird. Like, you can... It does appear to be possible to understand the algorithm well enough to make it a job from scratch. And so that's my research in progress. If any of that even makes sense. Yeah, it certainly does. I don't know. I've just seen YouTubers talk about it in podcasts and whatnot, and tried studying it and my brain melted. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a fascinating thing. And one thing I find really weird is it seems like a lot of people believe, a lot of people believe that if you upload a lot of shorts in a day, YouTube likes that, you're going to get pumped up to the top. But I've spent a few times, there's a few days where I've pumped in, 3 or 4 in a day, and I'll put the first one up, and after a couple hours it has like 100 views, and it's like awesome, because, you know, I have 200 subscribers. That's, you know, getting eyes on a small channel, sure. But by the time I get the third one up, it seems like uploading my other ones almost without fail so far has killed all 3 videos. I'll get 100 views in a few hours on the first one. By the time I upload the second or the third one, even, like, the third one will have like 2 views, the second one will have like 20, and the first one will still be at 100. It's almost guaranteed. It's done that every time to me. So clearly I still got lots to learn, because some say do this and you'll be fine, and when I do that, I'm certainly not fine. And at this point, it's just a really fun it's part of the game now, you know. I make Minecraft videos, but I'm also kind of playing YouTube at the same time. Because yeah, I think it would be quite a dream. It's about posting at certain times for what I've seen and heard. YouTube and TikTok at certain times where it's most active. If you can, I'd recommend checking some charts and scheduling. So yeah, I looked into that as well. There's a few times where, like, I, you know, because I have a kid. No, that's great, dude. I love it. I have a kid and whatnot, so like during the days I'm pretty busy. I've found that their schedule system, and I've noticed, okay, so I've noticed that YouTube Shorts, when you post them, they give you like a couple hours to begin. At the very first few hours of that being live, it promotes it pretty good, and then sees the feedback, and then either shuts it down or keeps it going, which is fair. That's a good system, I would say. But I think what I've noticed is that if you do the like scheduled release, which is like when you upload the video, it will keep it private until a certain time. So technically the video's been uploaded since yesterday because I scheduled it for tomorrow. It almost seems like it thinks it's already done the... Oh, I can make it down that. Thinks it's already done that that point in time, and it just gives you nothing. And then maybe like a few days later you'll get a little bit of a boost, but I don't know. So it's hard to reach those windows. And also I've so consistently, just because of my schedule, I've been uploading pretty often around 8 p.m. my time or 9 p.m. my time, that it almost seems like when I upload in that window that YouTube's like, all right, this is Pea Gravel's window. And those videos have consistently been better in a way. Although, that being said, haven't seen 1,000 views for a while. Which I only find weird because when I first started the channel, I'm Eastern, EST. So right now it's 3:38 for me, PM. But yeah, when I first started my channel, I would get 1,000 views probably every like third or fourth short, maybe. Now I was a little bit more diverse, and the things I was posting were spare clips on my computer. But either way, it's not that I'm like doing it for the views, but like at the same time, if I'm making videos, like obviously the hope is for someone to watch it, even if you know, it's just a little bit. I feel like YouTube would be a dream job, but even if it's literally like a couple extra dollars a year, that's like it's a couple extra dollars a year I wouldn't have. And either way, I really like making videos. So yeah, 5 hours ahead. Oh geez, 5 hours ahead. So it's like 8 p.m. for you? Jeez. Then I'm like not at all in your time zone. So yeah, my videos are coming out in like the middle of the night for you. Or very early morning, I guess. Depends on how you look at it. How long have you had this channel for? I made this channel November 9th. I was just looking at that today. Yeah, day 40. Jeez. So like not at all in this that first view. Well, maybe first thing when you wake up, it's finishing its content boost. Nice. Got off school recently? 8:40 p.m. What time do you go to school till? I need chests and copper lamps. How do we want to implement these? Maybe I'll just throw some of these down for now. Back to the house. I lucked out and got out of school early. Well, I finished around 4, but then do extra stuff till around 6. Well, that's fair. Yeah, I got lucky today. I'm in like a weird trade school thing for electrical right now, so I just gotta go in for a quick little lecture, do an insane amount of math for someone that puts plugs on in someone's house, and yeah, and then I get to go write a test that 66% of people fail and see if I make it. Yeah. I think it'll go fine. it appears that I understand what's the what in school. Whether I actually do, we'll see, I guess. Boom, 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 boom. So 5 hours ahead. That puts you Europe of sorts. I don't think you're quite. Australia's pretty far ahead. Phone's going nuts, but I don't want to look at it right now. Don't know why. 3:42. Okay. I guess I'm a little short on time right now, but that's okay. I have no stream schedule right now, by the way, so England. There you go. It's funny, when I was doing the lumberjack thing, I had a Twitch, and that was the same demographic there. I'm not sure why, but I actually, you know what, that one made a little bit more sense because I would stream around like midnight, or not midnight, I guess a bit more like 2 in the morning and stuff, which is getting there in the morning. If you're 5 hours ahead, I mean 2 in the morning's 7 in the morning, so I don't know. Personally, I don't know who wakes up at 7 in the morning and pops on live streams, but you know, to each your own. How wide did I make this? I really do not think ahead. Came off the center of this. 5. It's clearly the algorithm knows something though, if Twitch did that and YouTube did that. 4, 5. Yeah. Need you to be not like that. So what kind of artists do you listen to then that's like, you know, in the similar style to what I was showing you? Dogs being crazy out there. Absolutely not. Everything's odd numbers. Why did I should have left some even numbers. A small hip hop artist, no one specific. You don't gotta stand out one. I got all sorts of. I tackle it all on waves. If I like a song, it goes in my playlist for sure. That is certainly me. Although I always cling to an artist. I'll cling to an artist and just run with it until I can't stand it. Or until they drop, because like you can never make music at the rate people consume music. Schwoopty right there. Well, do have a couple more. On it for a sec. Do that maybe. That's what I did over there. Look at that. I'm thinking. Great minds think alike, I guess. I don't know. They're both my minds, so I hope they think alike, but. Mandarin hip hop, eh? Don't even understand the language. Hey man, sometimes different language just allows for like the way they speak, right? Allows for like some crazy flow that you know you just can't do in English. You know, even just accents in general, right? That's Hillian popping Chinese hip hop. That is gnarly. I don't even remember what mine said. But yeah, some accents even just English to English, right? Like that's why, you know, the UK grime or whatever, you know, like it's doing numbers, right? Because it's different than what people have been digesting for a long time in a way. Even there's some like Indian rappers now that are doing pretty good out and good for themselves. Yeah. There's always subcultures and subgenres out there, man. Like I don't know, music's really fascinating stuff if you get into all that, which I'm sure you have. It seems like you have. You can really see some, you know, different communities, different parts of the world at play. I don't know. I always like that about making music, and that's kind of what really drive me even more into making music for a bit is just learning creative process. Did I study music? No, I really am super self-taught in everything I do. Like formal education of sorts is literally just school, and now trade school only because I have to. No, I like songs, and after a while I started copying songs that I liked in a way. I didn't do the cover thing. I don't know, I got something in me that really likes to create. I just really like making things creatively, and I'm terrible at woodworking, so I chose music, I guess. Right, because it's built different. Odd numbers. I don't know. I really like making stuff, and so that's kind of where music came from, specifically. There's a certain set of songs I really liked. I have friends who make music and stuff, and I think that helped me realize, like, you can, you know, same with YouTube. I've watched YouTube at such a young age. I'm 25, so, but yeah, I saw YouTube in its early days, and it was super homemade at that point, and now it's something else entirely, but I don't know. I just find music interesting. I mean, who doesn't really like music in a way, at least to some capacity? Everyone's got their own flavor of music, and I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I don't want this roof line to look. Alright, that guy's freaking out. I'm gonna sleep so I can get this rain gone. I really need to just put a bed close to where I'm working, but I ended up not. Yeah, the problem with making music, I used to not like music, but it grown on me. You didn't like music, eh? Not even to any level. Oh, no, no, no. We're not doing pillages, are we? Observatory on the roof. It's kind of where I'm heading at the moment. This is rounding out. I wasn't expecting it to be round. Hey. Well, that didn't work. Come on. I want to trap him. I really do. He's way too quick. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm terrible at this. Yo, man. They can just beef it out. You really want to start this? Do you really want to start this? Alright, man. You're done. You're done. You're done. You got your llamas. Enjoy it. He didn't have a flag, so at least he didn't start a pillage. Although all my villagers are on the other side of the base, which hopefully this is big enough to not create beef with them. Sorry about your llamas, dude. That's pretty sad. Glass domes. Whoa, what was I stuck on there? Honestly, I didn't think of how I'm going to wrap this up. Unfortunately, I used odd numbers, which I remember making sure I used odd numbers, and now I wish I didn't, because it makes it really awkward to put chests in when they have to be like... I don't know. We'll figure it out. I only built this little basement just so I'd have extra room. It's really annoying to get in and out of. It's only really to store wool. Was the plan. So that's fine. But this will give me 4 pretty big sections. I could use barrels. I don't use barrels because I played Minecraft since 2009 and barrels slip my mind almost every time. I just keep forgetting they exist. I use them. They're in this world. But only when I'm building something and barrels cross my mind. Barrels would work for sure. Yeah. And then, yeah, I gotta make use of this space as best as I can. So maybe that if that's a landing, you don't want to put stairs there. But I could do vertical. Go this way. Build a second floor. And yeah, I do like do double that. Certainly could. Do barrels in chests. I'm trying to figure out how to even phrase what I'm trying to ask. When you put a barrel above a chest, can you still open the chest? Or does it count as a full block? Because like I know transparent blocks. I don't even remember how to build a barrel. I don't have any made either. No, it's just planks. If I have a chest... Let's see if I can do it before I... Oh, that's... Okay, well I could just do it in order, that's fine. It's not like it's impossible. Just thought staggering would look pretty, but... I'll just bring the wood with me. I'm gonna need it anyways. Now I got 25 chests, that's fine. Man, I waste rockets like no tomorrow. Let's put the barrel. Well, I could just, yeah, I could do that and just work my way up. I just figured if the barrel is there and the chest was here on this side, it might look cool, but I won't be able to open it, so. Not a problem, because I built the roof out of slabs. That was loud. Sorry. Sorry for your ears. Make more barrels. Barrel, barrel, barrel. Barrel it up. Boom. Make not enough barrels. There you go. I still have these lamps on me too that I gotta use. Do I go for a tall ceiling and just stack these full of chests? I like the glass lookout idea. Although it is kind of looking out on a mob spawner that blew up because it didn't work. And that house. So maybe there's, the view is not exactly ideal. So maybe I just do, I'll just make it a tall room. That's fine. I'll do windows though. These shaders are pretty wicked for their casting, so I'll do big windows. I'm gonna do a peak. Ooh, which way do I do it? If I go that might look silly either way. If I had, would that look weird? Kinda. I don't think it'll look that weird. I do know the specs. I built this PC in 2019, and back then it was an amazing computer. They're getting up there in age, unfortunately. But yeah, it has a. Did I mess on that? Oh, I certainly messed on that, didn't I? My computer has a 2080 for the graphics card, RTX 2080, and it has, for the CPU, is a Threadripper 1920X, because I was a little boy with a pretty well-paying job. What did I mess up? Oh, didn't mess anything up. Is that supposed to be like that? But yeah, that Threadripper, unfortunately, is actually a crazy bottleneck. You wouldn't believe. I seriously messed something up here. Goes into. It doesn't go around like that. Into. Did I mess up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Yeah, 32 gigs of RAM and all that as well. I think. Yeah, no, it definitely has 32 gigs of RAM. It does all right, but unfortunately for like for other games, not actual games, rude. Like CS, I play a lot of Counter-Strike, and it does not fare well in Counter-Strike compared to my friends. I am certainly behind. Threadrippers are good for rendering videos, and in 2019 that was like all I really wanted to do was render videos, so kind of is doing exactly what I needed it to do, so that's good. I messed something up here, and I can't wrap my head around what it is. Is this block just not supposed to be there? Maybe that's it. But yeah, Threadrippers for gaming is not the move. Oh man, it's not my bragging space either. Like, I've been playing since, geez, like 2015 or something, and I'm okay at it. I'm up there in rank, but not anything too substantial. Back in the day, I was pretty good, but I feel like if you ask anybody that, they're gonna say that. I do alright. Nothing too crazy, though. I don't even know what my rank is at the moment, because I just haven't been on it in a bit. Somewhere in the 16,000. I had it at 18,000 in Premiere, and then I moved and didn't have a computer set up. Is that already oxidized? Is that what I'm seeing? Huh. But yeah, the when I moved, I couldn't play for a couple weeks. Lost my rank, and to be honest, I don't think I deserved the 18,000 anyway, so I mean, it is what it is. Is what it is. I play with a buddy who I went to like high school with and all that, and he is significantly better than me. He's at like 18,000 currently in Premiere, and certainly deserves it. He's my carry. This is hurting my brain. There's something wrong with this, and I don't know what it is. It's driving me nuts. I think it's this. I think it's that. I think we're good. Can't wrap my head around what is wrong, but something's wrong. Alright, I'll sleep the night here, because I've been here for almost 2 hours now. Dude, time has in fact passed. I was planning on getting off 4 minutes ago, and I didn't even realize. I'm having fun streaming. Wife and kid are gonna be home. I got a little bit more time. Also kind of in the middle of this roof line. They're not gonna be home for another hour and some change, but oh, I put the bone meal away. I'm gonna keep playing. That's been great. I'm glad you're here, man. This is awesome. The last few streams, I did a stream, like, thank you. I did a stream, I think Monday or something. Came home and was like, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna do that. I was thinking of it while I was at trade school. No one joined, which is, I mean, kind of partially the problem. But the entire time my mic was muted, and since no one really joined and said your mic's muted, did the whole thing with a muted mic, so I couldn't even keep the VOD. Couldn't even really do anything with it. It was like, okay, well, I played for an hour and a half with no sound, so that was neat. So now I'm super particular with checking the meters and stuff. Yeah, so what the? Okay, just get out of there. So the guy that makes music does not know how to work a mic, so that's something. I will say though, with my experience of making music, not that I'm masterful at it by any means, but I actually used a lot of what I learned to make music to make voiceovers for the videos and whatnot. That's why my mic does not at all sound like how it does in my shorts. It's because I learned how to mix it in a way that sounds a lot crispier. And I planned on making a video about that at some point, but not for a little bit. But yeah, it certainly has helped me there, just having a solid understanding of equalizers and what to do with them and what you need, the tools. there's always a cool byproduct in creating things as well, you know. Constantly learning new skills is, I think that always fascinated me. So kind of is cool in that regard. So even if I don't make a, you know, music forever, at least I learned something. At least I have something in my back pocket. But hopefully I make music again soon. I don't know, man. I tried the other day and it totally threw me off. Totally did not feel in my element. Did not understand what words even were. Probably because I'm in school and I've heard more new words than I ever have. So don't ask me what a full wave bridge rectifier is, because I don't know. Do I have any pets? I have 2 dogs currently roaming the house right now. But they know how to break things. What about you? What do you got? I feel like I'm doing all the answering, and that ain't fair. I want to know about you now. Big pet guy here? Yeah, I did that. Seeing around, I don't think that's how that works. I'm gonna go to the peak. I want big roof. 2 cats, a dog, and a chameleon. Nice, dude. I had not a chameleon. Chameleons are way cooler, admittedly, but I had a bearded dragon while I was in high school. I think it was pretty cool. Parents got a chameleon. Dude, they're a neat thing. I mean, like, the upkeep is obviously sometimes more than people bargain for. But if you take you know, if you got in the swing of things, and they're a pretty cool pet. I don't know. I was pretty lucky with my bearded dragon. I thought it was a pretty awesome pet. They from what I don't know. I had a friend who had a bearded dragon in school as well, and I was like, yo, bearded dragon brothers. But his you couldn't feed it without it biting you and whatnot. You couldn't bathe it. You need to bathe these things. You need to feed them. You need to give them water. Bathing is like really important because that's like how they drink and whatnot. Or at least one of the ways. And it would just bite. Mine, you could, like, it was my brother's originally, and it was passed on to me. You know, but if you're gaming, you could hang out on your mouse pad. It didn't care. It was not gonna bite you. I think it bit my dad once, and that was because he was getting, you know, very comfortable with the bearded dragon, and just one day just picked him up. Let's go for a bath here. Which you cannot expect a little lizard to understand what you're doing. So I think it was entirely warranted. But you know, the same thing goes for chameleons, right? Like, I'm sure it's kind of all the same problems, but chameleons are a little slower. I will say that. This bearded dragon, you'd set him on the floor and he'd sit there. My friend's bearded dragon hates his water bowl and uses it as a bathroom. He's kind of aggressive. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the bathroom thing in the water bowl, mine did that quite a bit too. I think that's just a thing they like to do. But the aggression, I don't know. In the moment, I knew a little bit, but I did not realize how aggressive bearded dragons can be, and how they just straight up do not want to be owned. But I don't know. I think I got a weird, messed up one, because this thing was kind of the homie. You know, it just could hang out. Did not care. as long as you kind of upkept, you know, you keep up with it. Seem to be like you fill my needs and yeah, we'll hang out. I got 2 dogs. I got one's a blue heeler and one's a blue heeler German Shepherd mix. And the Shepherd mix is a really depressing, sad story. But either way, the blue heeler boy, I've had him for a few years, and he's his name's Hercules. And then I got the Shepherd mixes. Her name's Holly. They're pretty cool dogs. Super high energy, but again, along with the bearded dragon thing, blue heelers are notoriously terrible family dogs, but like they both love my kid, who's, you know, only 15 months. Like, she does not understand being gentle yet all that well, but no, the dogs really don't seem to care. Yeah, he's not exactly a Hercules type. The problem is, in high school, I got a German Shepherd for my birthday. Love him to death. He's still alive. He's a great dog. But yeah, his name was Zeus. So then I wanted something that kind of matched that in a sense. And since Hercules, my dog now, he's never gonna be a Zeus, right? Like, he's fully grown at like 40 pounds, or Zeus is like 110 or something. So I went with like the Hercules, the son of Zeus, in a way. He's a cool dog. Love him. He's just super, super high wound. They are they're a small dog. If you don't know blue heelers that well, they're not overly known. They're not super popular breed. Yeah, the Greek mythology lineup. Yeah, my wife kind of canned it with the Holly, but whatevs. But yeah, blue heelers are notoriously returned dogs, unfortunately. They're just one of those things. They're a beautiful dog in their puppy years, and I'd say they're a very pretty dog, but they are so high energy that, like, they're just, you know, they'll rip your house apart if you don't take proper care of them. If they don't feel satisfied with their day, they can quite literally, you know, they'll start eating your drywall if you leave it up to them. So, my blue heeler ate 2 couches. That was a hard pill to swallow, but I am not a quitter. As much as, you know, I'm not perfect. And that was a tough thing, but I know that I committed to having a dog, so I gotta see it through. As much as every now and then I'm like, you ate 2 couches on me. Still love him to death. He's a great dog. Especially, like, he's way past that now. That stage of his life is kind of long been over. Yes and no. My parents, like, they were my childhood couches, the ones I grew up playing PlayStation on, so they were pretty old. They're, unfortunately, on the other hand, they are, yes, like, they were like the, you know, the really nice recliner set with the cup holders and stuff, but it's not like they were brand new by any stretch. But the first time I was just kind of trying to get some independence in my life, because it's getting old, and I live in Canada, so the housing market's incredibly expensive. So yeah, built my own little living room at my parents' house, and he destroyed that pretty quick. And then I ended up getting my own house, and taken the other part of that couch, which is like it was another couch, but yeah, he got into that one day. He had like the house to himself for like a month, you know, no problems whatsoever. And then one day he's like, you know what, I'm not happy, and then ate the entire couch. Man, I really did mess this up. Whoops, daisies. Now, does that look silly? Kind of, yes, but I think I know what I want to do to unsilly it. Center is here. Yeah, that's a sad part of the reality of blue healers. Not exactly wanted. Yeah, this whole world, or my base here that I did, is unfortunately very gothic. And that is kind of something that I've been not sure what to do about, other than just accept it in a way. You know, like this house, this base here, I find maybe it's just the gothic ceilings or roofs are kind of easy to tie into round things. This build looks a little funky from the outside, but it's because of the usage inside, right? I built it so that it's a spot you can trade villagers, you know, all along the rim, but then it's also big enough for these guys to come if there's any problems. Like you can see he's a little broken even, like, you know. But yeah, I think that's just kind of the tone I set for the world by using these, you know, with all the big jagged peaks and stuff. And although there are certain parts, like, you know, these are a bit more modern, but the dark colors are not helping me whatsoever. Not helping at all. But, you know, it's a lot nicer to look at now. When I look out of the balcony by my bed there, I'm not looking at a million billion sheep. Just kind of in some bamboo fence. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Sure. I don't know how to make that better. And I can actually make these slabs so it doesn't feel so blocked in. Whoops, too far, too far. I like making ceilings and whatnot as tall as you possibly can, because it certainly makes the room feel bigger even when it's just not true. Like, way bigger too. Notice that even just working on houses with my day job, even because like the average around here is 8 feet tall ceilings. It's just the typical. When you get a house that's 10 foot ceilings, it's only two more feet. That's not that much, but man, it makes everything seem massive. Studying, I got 2 more straight. We'll wake up tomorrow. Nice, man. Stay in school. Well, I think I should probably end the stream for the sake of my sanity. No, because my wife will be home at any given moment, and I've just been playing. Dude, I messed something up here. I messed something up big time here. Whatever, it's fine. I just realized how bad I messed this up, but we'll fix it. We'll adjust it. No worries. I'm just now realizing how bad I messed it up. But yeah, I don't know. Hate to leave it on that point, but I could see it now like no tomorrow. I put this whole thing lopsided. I gotta shrink the left side. It's all off to one side at the moment. I stream overall. If I see you again, I'll definitely tune in. Thanks, man. Great being here. No, it's great having you here. It's amazing. Thank you for joining. That is awesome. You have a good one, and I'm going to cut it. I got this really funny little ending, though, if you stick around. So, have at her. All right. I should probably cut this off, though. So, thank you so much for being here, though. All right. Let's disable this, and then let's do the good night part, even though it's not really nighttime. So, enjoy.
Thank you for watching this stream, it really means a lot to me. I'm sorry that I got to leave, I got to sleep. It's time for me to catch some G's, cause it's probably later than 3. That's it for me. I'm sorry but I'm about to go off to bed, but I hope that you enjoyed all of my content. But I'm tired and probably speaking nonsense, so leave a follow if you wanna see me again. Right now you should probably go, cause the stream will end in a minute or so. And I also make videos, so if you wanna check them out then the link is under my stream. It really means a lot to me. I'm sorry that I got to leave, I got to sleep. It's time for me to catch some Z's, cause it's probably later than 3. That's it for me. I'm sorry but I'm about to go off to bed, but I hope that you enjoyed all of my content. But I'm tired and probably speaking nonsense, so leave a